another guided meditation. Let's settle in a bit. I'm on a parking lot on a rainy afternoon in Holland. Just saw my son on my way to see my mother. First thing we do is we breathe in deeply. And breathe out, of course. And just notice our breath. So you start with a deep breath and then you don't force anything. Just notice how it goes back to its natural rhythm. Expanding when you're breathing in. Try to breathe out all the way until there's nothing left. And then wait a bit. And then breathe in. You can play with your breath like that. On a day like this, when it's raining and cold outside, we tend to think differently. We get depressed more readily. It's winter, so there's no light. That seems to do a lot of things for a lot of people. Life seems bleak. Let's start there. Because if something's bleak, then compared to what? Well, for winter, compared to summer, for cold, compared to warm. I don't remember the others. For rainy, compared to sunny. So those are opposites, and the fact that we know that it's rainy means that it is sunny sometimes. There wouldn't be winter without a summer. It wouldn't be cold without warm. And cold and warm are very good for illustration. If you come in from the cold, you say, ooh, it's nice and warm in here. And this might be a room that if you come in from a warmer room, you say, ooh, it's chilly in here. It's the same temperature. So this shows us that our perception is relative. So that means that if I see that it's dark instead of light, I can mourn the light. I can be depressed because of the darkness, but I can also make it a reminder of the light. If I feel the cold, I can make it a reminder of being warm. It's just sensations. But we choose how they make us feel. So, pain can remind you of being free of pain. This is a knack. And it starts with seeing that opposites always arise together. The whole world seems to be divided up into opposites. This is bright, this is dark, this is left, this is right. Also, nobody seems to be able to agree on what those opposites are. There are measurements, that's a whole different ballgame. Opposites are judgments. They're about good and bad, or opportune to the story of my life, in alignment with it, or disruptive to the story of my life. And both can be interesting. If you get into a roller coaster, you choose to have some sensations that in different circumstances you would call bad. So the element of choice is important. It's important for us to feel that we have a choice. Strangely enough, if you realize that you never have any choice, it stops being important. Because if, for instance, you're at the bakery and you choose whatever bread you like, why do you like it? It's not because it's good for your body, because we like all kinds of things that are not good for our body. It's not because of any reason you can think of. It's not closer to you, it's not. You just like it. So where's the element of choice in liking things? You can choose what you like. You want to choose what you like. But where's the element of choice in actually liking things? Well, I'll tell you where it is. It is in choosing what you like. Normally, we are brought up to choose what we like and avoid certain feelings. Those are the bad feelings. But there's no reason you shouldn't take the freedom of choosing what you don't like and see what happens. Because you tend to avoid what you don't like. I didn't like Brussels sprouts as a kid. And my parents, good parents as they were, forced me to eat them anyway. It really felt like punishment, like I was a victim here. Because I really did not like Brussels sprouts. Now, I like Brussels sprouts. But it took me a while to find out. Because I avoided Brussels sprouts. And I've never even seen that my palate changed. I don't know why I liked them. I don't know why I disliked them. It's not a rational thing. but I avoided them on the memory of disliking them. Maybe you can see how this robs you of a lot of freedoms. And how our freedom to make choices actually can enslave us to the idea that our happiness is dependent on something outside of us, some stimulus that we can get whenever we want to feel happy. But if you want to feel happy right now, deprive yourself of oxygen until you really can't do it anymore. Breathe in. You'll be happy. You'll love it. That breath. So you don't need anything. You don't need anything to be happy. Happiness is a choice. You can be against life, or you can align with life and say, okay, this is interesting. This is asked of me. Let's see what I'll do. Because you don't know. You don't know what drives you. You don't know what tomorrow brings. Life is a spectator sport. Even if you think you're in control, you're not. You do have influence. But that's not the same as control. It's like sailing. You can sail against the wind. It's possible if you're a very good sailor. It's also quite hard, and you don't go as fast. Like swimming in the river. If you swim with the current of the river, it's much easier than swimming against it, and you'll make more headway and you will be more successful. But it's ultimately your choice which way to go. It's not like one way is better than the other. So what do? Do you oppose life? Do you align with life? Or do you switch between both? Oh no, are you just going one way and then the other, and one way and then the other? You don't have a position in life. And how does it make you feel? We like to be victims of life, have life happen to us, so that we're not responsible. And we're not. We don't believe that. So the feeling of being responsible is what keeps you enslaved to the illusion of free will. That's a lot. I'll leave it at that for the philosophy part. And we'll go back to just breathing and being happy. We've got about 5 minutes, so let's be happy. Breathe in all the way you can. breathe in very slowly. And then when there's no more room in your stomach, no more room to expand your chest. You found there's much more room for air. And then when your chest is fully expanded, expand your belly again. And you will notice that there's more room. This way you can breathe in for 20 seconds. And there's so much oxygen in you that you can keep it in for a while. And then there's this tendency to let it all go with a big whooshing sigh, but don't do that. See if you can do it slowly. You won't be able to hear it, but this is where mantra singing comes in. You just put a sound on it and it's easy to see, to follow. Maybe you see that this way you can be very happy chanting. Because I don't know if you noticed it, but if you breathe in slowly, breathe out slowly, you're giving your body the sign, everything's okay, I'm safe. Everything is totally fine, and I'm happy. So any unhappiness that lasted so long as this, you're really invested in that story. And you'll need some different techniques to get that out of the way. But most of you, I'm guessing, felt it. Being happy for no reason, just grinning at a bare wall, smiling in a rainy parking place. Doesn't matter. There may be all kinds of things going on in your life, but they're not going on right now. And that's the whole secret. Okay, we're going to stop meditating now and get on with our lives. I'd like to invite you to think about how you're going to be gentle, attentive, and thankful. time. A lot of time. More than usual, I guess.